Okay, so examples of SHM. The first example here we'll study is simple pendulum. Now, what is a simple pendulum? A heavy point mass which is suspended by the light thread. That is a simple pendulum. And when it is taken to one of the extreme position and released, it starts oscillating. And these oscillations are simple harmonic. Okay, when it is taken to this position and released, what happens? It starts oscillating between these two extreme positions. And these oscillations are simple harmonic oscillations. Okay. Now we'll prove that these oscillations are simple harmonic. In order to prove it, what should be there? Acceleration should be directly proportional to negative of displacement. Okay, and then we'll find out the time period of this oscillating pendulum and its frequency. Okay, now when it is taken displaced to a distance y, which force is acting? A restoring force is acting. At this position, let us see what are the forces acting on this ball. The first one is weight of the ball vertically downwards, and it is displaced to a small angle theta. This theta should be very small. Okay, we'll come to it why it should be small. So when you do this experiment in the lab also, then also you have to take the precaution that this theta should be small. Okay. The other force is tension in the string. Extend this line, if this angle is theta, this angle is also equal to theta. Resolve Ng, this component is Ng cos theta, and this component is Mg sin theta. Is it so? Tension is balanced by Mg cos theta. Okay, this T here is the tension. Later on, we will represent this T for time period also. Here T is what? Tension. Tension is equal to Mg cos theta. So there is no motion along this direction. It's moving only along this direction. Okay? Why? Because this tension is balanced by Mg cos theta. Okay. Now this restoring force is equal to Mg sin theta. Is it so? This restoring force is equal to Mg sin theta. Force can be written as mass into acceleration. Okay, now here theta should be very small so that theta can be approximately taken equal to sin theta, or you may say in the reverse order, sin theta can be approximately taken equal to theta. So that is why theta is kept very small. Okay, if theta is small, sin theta is approximately equal to theta. So this theta should be very small. So this can be written as cancel out n from both the sides. Acceleration is equal to g into theta. Find out theta from here, arc upon radius. Arc is how much? Displacement. Arc is by r. Upon radius. Radius is what? The length of the pendulum. Radius is what? The length of the if it is complete. So this is equal to L. So substituting it over here, y upon L is the acceleration. Okay, this acceleration is equal to this much. Okay, now here let's see what do you mean by length of the pendulum. Length of the pendulum is measured from the point of suspension to the center of the ball. Why? Because center of mass of the ball lies at its center. So the length of the pendulum is from the point of suspension to the center of the ball. Okay, it is not till the end. So L is the length of the pendulum, which is from the point of suspension to the earth. Okay, now acceleration is equal to this way. Acceleration is equal to g by n. Okay, this restoring force is minus mp sin theta. So the acceleration is directly proportional to negative of displacement. Acceleration is acting towards your displacement is measured away from the mean position. So acceleration is directly proportional to negative of displacement. So hence the oscillations are simple harmonic. We know that any oscillatory particle will perform simple harmonic motion only in the case if the acceleration directly proportional to negative of displacement. Acceleration is acting towards the mean position. Displacement is measured away from the mean position. Yeah. So the oscillations are simple harmonic. Now let's find out its time period. Yes, on formula for the time period. Let's take it here. Time period 2 pi under root displacement upon acceleration. None of you have seen the video. What is the time period? 2 pi under root displacement upon acceleration. From here you can find out the displacement upon acceleration is L upon G. Y upon A is how much? L upon G. So the time period is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G for a simple pendulum. So the time period of an oscillating pendulum is given by T is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. Yeah? Yes, so on what factors is the time period depending? Length of the pendulum. Okay, it's also depending upon acceleration due to gravity. But here near the surface of Earth, acceleration due to gravity is constant. So it is almost constant. Only the time period of a pendulum is constant. It's only depending upon the length of the pendulum. So more the length of the pendulum, more will be the time period. More time period means more time it will take to complete one oscillation. Okay, let's find out the frequency also. Frequency is reciprocal of time period. But look at frequency 1 upon 2 pi under root G upon L. Frequency will be 1 upon 2 pi under root G by L. Frequency we know is the reciprocal of time period. Okay, now let's discuss few points about it. Note. First point, time period directly proportional to under root L. Time period directly proportional to under root L. So more the length of the pendulum, more will be its time period. Suppose it's a pendulum clock. If the length of the pendulum is increased, the clock will run faster or slower. Length of the pendulum clock is increased. Time period we say that it will increase. Time period. लाइन को बढ़ा दिया हाँ बढ़ेगा तो अब तेज चलेगा धीरे चलेगा धीरे चलेगा क्यों क्योंकि इट्स टेकिंग मोर टाइम टू कंप्लीट वन ऑसिलेशन सो इट विल रन स्लो ओके सेकंड्स पेंडुलम seconds pendulum, a pendulum which is having a time period of 2 seconds. Pendulum having a time period of 2 seconds is called as seconds pendulum. So seconds pendulum is a pendulum having a time period of 2 seconds. Time period is 2 seconds. So you can calculate the length of such a pendulum. The length of a seconds pendulum is approximately equal to 1 meter. Okay, it is 99.3 centimeters. So approximately we can take it to be 1 meter. You can calculate also. Time period is how much? 2 seconds. 2 pi. L निकाल लो under root L upon G. G को 9.8 रखो. L कितना होता है? 99.3 centimeter. Approximately it can be taken equal to 1 meter. Okay, so seconds pendulum is a pendulum which is having a time period of 2 seconds. Okay, and when length calculated, it is approximately equal to 1 meter. Third point. Write down a pendulum clock. A pendulum clock taken on a mountain peak, taken on a mountain peak will run dash. In the dash will fill up faster or slower. A pendulum clock taken on a mountain peak runs dash. In the dash you have to fill up faster or slower. So you let me know. I write it over there. Faster or slower. Taken on a mountain peak पे ले गए. Acceleration due to gravity decreases. We know that acceleration due to gravity is maximum on the surface of the earth. With the height, it decreases. बहुत ऊंचा वाला mountain पे ले गए. So acceleration due to gravity decreases. Length उतना ही है pendulum का. There is no change in the length of the pendulum. Time period under root g के not g के. T is inversely proportional to under root g. G decrease हुआ. Time period increase हुआ. तो clock धीरे चलेगा. So the clock will run slower. Okay, so the clock runs slower. Okay, so this is all about simple pendulum. Simple pendulum, when it is oscillating, it is performing simple harmonic motion. Why? Because the acceleration is coming directly proportional to negative of displacement. We have found its time period, which is equal to 2 pi r double n by g. Frequency is reciprocal of time period. 2 points here we have discussed. Now, a loaded spring, oscillations of a loaded spring. Oscillations of a loaded spring. Okay, then it is loaded by a mass m, that is by a weight mg. Let its length increases by n. देखिए कोई मास लगाए ना तो लेंथ बढ़ेगा. Now what is done? It is displaced to a y distance. क्या करा? खींचा नीचे की ओर and then raised. So what will happen? It will start oscillating about its mean position. Okay, and these oscillations will be simple harmonic. Again, we are going to prove it that the acceleration is directly proportional to negative of this. Okay, so when it is loaded by a mass n, its length is increasing by n. So, of course, a restoring force is acting which is trying to bring back to its mean position f. Okay, let this restoring force is F1. When it is pulled through y distance, again some force is acting. Restoring force which is trying to bring back to its mean position. What is that? F2. Okay, now from the figure we see that F1 is directly proportional to F1 is equal to K into displacement. F1 is equal to minus K by F is equal to minus K by. So F1 is equal to minus K into L. Here K is called as the spring constant. Okay, its value is constant for a particular material of the spring. Material of the spring changes, the value of K changes. For a given material, it will be constant. So K here is called as the spring constant. Okay, now in this figure we see that F2 is equal to minus K. What is the total displacement? L plus Y. How much is it? L plus Y. So the net restoring force. The net restoring force is equal to F2 minus F1. Net restoring force कितना होगा? F2 minus that is minus Kl plus Y. Minus of minus, this becomes plus, this cancels out. So what it is? Minus Ky. Force is equal to This net force is equal to mass into acceleration. I'll send it to Nishan also. That's not taking the class. Okay, so here we see that acceleration is equal to minus k upon m into y. That is the acceleration k is constant, mass of the particle or mass of the body is constant. So acceleration is directly proportional to negative of displacement. So hence oscillations are simple harmonic. Okay, so we have proved that the oscillations of a loaded spring are simple harmonic. Now what do we have to find out? Time period. Time period we know is 2 pi under root displacement upon acceleration. Find out the magnitude of acceleration, displacement upon acceleration, you will get the time period. Yes, dear students, tomorrow you have to submit all your projects. So kindly come according to the given time and submit all your projects files because there are marks for it. So come see the time on the website and then come at the proper time and submit your projects. Okay, now let's find out the time period. Time period we know is equal to 2 pi displacement upon under root displacement upon acceleration. So what is the magnitude of acceleration? This negative sign is only to show that acceleration and displacement are in the opposite direction. Acceleration towards the mean position. Displacement away from the mean position. So this negative sign is only in. So what is the magnitude of acceleration? K by m into y. Find out displacement upon acceleration, m upon k. Displacement upon acceleration is so T is equal to 2 pi under root m upon k. What is this m? M is the mass of the body which measures the inertia. Inertia is measured by mass. So this factor we can call it as inertia factor. This is called as inertia factor. K is the spring constant. So it is depending upon the material of the spring. So it is the spring factor. So K is what? Spring factor. So this can also be written as time period is equal to 2 pi under root inertia factor upon spring factor. 2 pi under root inertia factor upon spring factor. Frequency, reciprocal of it. Frequency will be 1 upon 2 pi under root k by m. Reciprocal of time period is the frequency. That is 1 upon 2 pi spring factor under root of spring factor upon inertia factor. Okay, so the oscillations of a loaded spring are also simple harmonic. So for a simple harmonic motion, the acceleration should be directly proportional to negative of displacement. Negative sign is they are in the opposite direction. Displacement measured away from the mean position. Okay, whereas the acceleration is measured, is acting towards the mean position. Okay, now here we'll consider some combination of springs. The parallel combination, series combination will take two springs and connect them in parallel and then in series. Then let's find out the time period. Our aim is only to find out the time period. Okay, if the particle, if the oscillating motion is simple harmonic, we have to find its time period. Written? Okay, now combination of springs. First, let's consider parallel combination. Okay, parallel combination of springs. Let's take two springs having different spring constants and connect them in parallel. So this is the parallel combination. Loaded by mass m. So the weight is mg. Let the spring constant of first spring is k1 and of the second spring is k2. So such a combination we call it as parallel combination when it is loaded by the weight mg. Okay, now in this case, for the first spring, the displacement in both the springs will be the same. Okay, so when it is loaded by the displacement, y will be same in both the springs. Okay, because loaded by this. So the restoring force developed in the first spring is equal to minus k1 into y, and the restoring force developed in the second spring is equal to minus k2 into y. The total restoring force is equal to F1 plus F2, that is, it is equal to minus K1 plus K2 into y. Okay, so if there was a single spring, the same force F is applied and it is displaced by y, and let the spring constant is capital K, then we can write it as F is equal to minus K1. So K is the equivalent spring constant in the parallel combination. So here the equivalent spring constant in parallel is equal to K1 plus K2, and the time period will be equal to 2 pi under root m upon the total spring constant capital K, which is equal to K1 plus K2 is the time period for a parallel combination. If K1 and K2 both are equal, let it is equal to small k. Then P is equal to 2 pi under root m upon 2k. Is it so? Okay, now let's discuss the series combination. The two strings connected one after the other are said to be in series combination. So if the two strings are connected in this way, then such a combination we call it as the series combination. Okay, in this case, the deforming force, that is the pulling force, the restoring force will be equal to the pulling force. So here the pulling force is the same. That is the restoring force developed in both the springs will be the same. In parallel combination, what was same? Displacement was same, y was same. Here, the restoring force developed in both the springs will be same, but the stretching will be different in both the springs. It is depending upon their spring constant. So, for the first spring, F is equal to minus K1 by 1. For the second spring, let's find out the total displacement. How much is it displaced? Y is equal to y1 plus y2. Find out y1 from here, minus f upon k1. y1 from here is minus f upon k1. From here, y2 is minus f upon k2. Take this minus f common. Inside the bracket, 1 upon k1 plus 1 upon k2. That is minus f. Take the LCM k1 into k2 upon k1 plus k2. So F is equal to minus k1 into k2 upon k1 plus k2 into y. If it was a single string, they could have written as minus k1. K is the equivalent string constant in series. So, the equivalent string constant in series k is equal to k1 into k2 upon k1 plus k2. So here, कुछ नहीं किया है, LCM लिया है. Compare it with this. So capital K, this is the equivalent string constant in series. So let's find out the time period. Time period we know is equal to 2 pi under root m upon equivalent string constant. What is the equivalent string constant? K1 into K2 upon K1 plus K2. Is the time period. Simple. This can be also written as 2 pi. Divide this K1, what do you get? 1 upon K1 plus 1 by K2. Either you can write it in this manner or this way, anyway, both are correct. Divided by K1 and K2. 1 upon K2 plus 1 upon K1. It can be written like this also. If K1 and K2 both are equal, if K1 is equal to K2, then it is equal to K. Then in that case, 2K upon K squared. K can cancel करो, K by 2. K will be equal to K by 2. That is, time period will be equal to 2 pi under root m. You have to add that. This is for the series combination. Okay, now next only few definitions are left, which we'll discuss it tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow also uploading will be there. Okay, though you have to come and submit your, so you can study from the YouTube. The physics lecture will be uploaded and you can study from there. Okay, and tomorrow we are going to finish this chapter.